Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm back in my original seat. I don't know, I just feel like I film better in my bedroom opposed to my spare bedroom where my office and my gym equipment are, just because there's less echoing in this room than there is in that one. So today I am coming back with a new video. It is my supplement video that I know I have been talking about sharing with you guys for a while. Sorry, I have to turn off my phone so that I don't get any interruptions. So I've been talking about this for a while. I know you've seen in some of my empties some supplements that I've used up over the course of the last few months. Just as a high level history on my journey here. This was originally a weight loss journey. When COVID first started, I gained an additional amount of weight in addition to what I'd already gained prior to COVID, COVID world. And I went into a very deep depression. I gained more weight than I had ever been in my entire life. And then June or July of 2020, I made a decision to get, my life into check, get my health back in place. A lot of people that year were passing away that I knew of, and it really did scare me a bit. Like, it did scare me a bit to realize, I'm not here on this earth forever. I need to take care of my body while I'm able to. And that jump-started my self-care when it came to my health and my weight. So fast forward from July 2020 to September 2020, I was not well. I was really not understanding why I wasn't losing weight as fast as I used to. Because I used to go on my workout routines and, eat really well. And I would drop weight just like that. Like, it came easy to me. And keep in mind, I was eating well and exercising. Two need to go together in order for serious results to happen. And I just wasn't losing weight. The number wasn't going down on the scale. I didn't understand why. My feet were extremely swollen, and more swollen than I've ever seen. And it was starting to alarm me, so I made an appointment to the doctor. We did an ultrasound. Based on the symptoms I was giving her, she wanted to do an ultrasound on my torso. So we did an ultrasound, and then we found out that I was suffering from the early stages of fatty liver disease. And that is like, you'd be surprised how a lot of people will get diagnosed with this. You can reverse it on your own if you catch it in time. And I was devastated, which, I mean, for me, I'm like, I don't know, maybe for me, now looking back, maybe I not exaggerated, but I felt like they were giving me a death sentence when really, unless like it's the big C word, I mean, it could be a piece of cake, right? So, I did a lot of research about my liver. I did a lot of research how the liver works and what you use it for. And let me tell you, nobody talks about it, but your liver is one of your most important organs in your body. And when you neglect it, as you get older, you will start to notice things going wrong with your health. So, my doctor said, listen, it's early stages. You can reverse this on your own. So what you need to do is cut out all processed crap. Processed sugar, processed carbs, Stick to whole foods, stick to fruits, vegetables, whole grain. If you're going to eat any type of carb, make sure it's whole grain. And make sure you control the amount of carbs you're eating. So you can still have carbs, just don't go overboard. So I was so upset with myself because I knew what I did to myself. Those 2 years prior from this diagnosis, I was going downhill with my health in general. My depression was putting me into a slump. I was eating all kinds of crap. Pasta, sweets, boxed cookies, ice cream, like everything under the sun. That was all crap. It was rare that I ate fruits and vegetables unless I was at my own house. And at the time, I was spending a lot of time at my boyfriend's house. So it was like a push in the right direction for me. It opened my eyes. I had to get onto the right track. And I cut everything out, like from that moment on. And I had to exercise too. The doctor said, continue exercising. Because I said to her, well, I've been exercising since June and I've been going hardcore and I'm not losing the weight. And she said, it could be this problem. So, I kept exercising. I kept eating well. Luckily, I dropped 16 pounds in 1 year. It's actually not a lot of weight, but considering I had multiple issues that I didn't know of and they were slowly creeping up, it was intense. So from September 2020 to around October 2021, I was still, eating healthy, working out. The odd time I would treat myself to like a Sunday if we happened to be out and about, just as like a treat once in a blue moon. But that was like really rare for me. And April 2021, I went to go do my checkup at the doctor. So I think it was like 6 months, just over 6 months that I had my diagnosis. And she wanted to check my blood and she wanted to check my ultrasound again because when they found the premature fatty liver, they also found cysts, or what they thought were cysts, not tumors, on my liver. And they didn't know if they were cysts or if it could be something else, so they wanted to monitor the growth of them. So April, I go back to the doctor, I get checked. I reversed my fatty liver. Not completely, it wasn't completely gone, but she said that my enzymes, when they originally did my first tests, were at like 46. And then when I did them again in April, she said they were down to 16, which is like fantastic. So I was like, okay, great. We're on the right track. She said, you're not out of the woods yet. You still have to continue on with what you're doing because it's not fully gone yet, but you're in the right directions and you're starting to see the results in your test results. So I'm like, perfect, no problem. In the meantime, I continue on, at this point, I don't really eat much out at all. I've been eating always at home, making my own meals. When I'm at the boyfriend's house, I make my own meals. Like, if he happens to be barbecuing that night, I'll just have him throw like a piece of chicken breast on the barbecue for me, and then I'll make myself a salad and I'll eat the chicken breast with the salad. Or if there is no salad, I'll just cut up some vegetables and kind of eat those with a piece of protein, whatever that protein may be for the day. So, and breakfast, I always kept it really light. And lunch, I always, I kept it pretty light too. So, April was great news. And then from April, I started noticing I was going into another depression, and I wasn't eating crap, um, but I was starting to mentally go down a road that I don't think I ever wanted to be on ever again. Like in 2020, it was really bad mentally for me as well. But then I started, like, time went on, and it was a slow process, but I was noticing every time I ate something, I would bloat like I'm 8 months pregnant. I don't know why. So September 2021, we had a baptism. We went out to the baptism, and I took a picture of myself prior to the baptism, and I looked really, really good. Like, I was in a nice dress. I had lost 15 pounds. It was looking good, but I was at a plateau, and I had been at a plateau for a while with my weight, and I couldn't figure out why. So we go to this dinner, we eat. I come home, I take a picture of myself, and I look like I'm 8 months pregnant. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, there's no way in hell that from eating a meal, an average meal, my stomach would look like I'm about to give birth. I felt like there was something off, personally. And then I went into a deeper depression because I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with me? I can't understand. Like, I didn't really know. And during this time, I was going through, like, I had done the COVID shots. I did the double vaxxed. And I did the first vaccination in May of 2021. I did the second vaccination in June of 2021. My lymph nodes exploded with the second vaccination. So I had to get treatment therapy. I went to a reflexologist and a massage therapist, and they worked on my lymphatic system to get rid of the backlog that the vaccination caused. So in that time that I was still doing that therapy, I think this was around October of 2021, I literally told my massage therapist, reflexologist, my symptoms. And I don't know what they did. They did something with some essential oils on my stomach, and then they did some reflexology on my feet. And by the way, if you don't know what reflexology is, I think it's a mixture of Chinese and Egyptian medicine. Go look it up. I'm not going to sit here and bore you with details, but I personally think it works. So she did something with those two methods, and she told me after my session, she goes, do me a favor, when you're done here, go to the store and get yourself some probiotics. Start taking them. No problem. So 3 days after I started taking those probiotics, I passed Parasites. It was horrific. Horrific. I don't think I'd ever would have thought in my entire life that your body can house any type of parasite until I saw it myself. I was terrified. I literally wanted to cry. Like, I wanted to cry. So I call my naturopath, nutritionist. She's a nutritionist. She's been helping me with my foot detox baths. And I said to her, this is what's going on. I don't know what to do. And literally, before I called her, I tried to get a hold of my family doctor, and it was a 3-week wait to see my family doctor. 3 weeks. 3 weeks. I'm like, I'm sorry. Since when does it take a month to get a fucking appointment? I was pissed. So I called my nutritionist. She really helped me out. And she's like, come in, she did some work on me, and we figured out that I had parasites, I had pathogens, my large intestine had zero immunity, and um, my adrenal glands were on full throttle and they weren't turning off. So I pretty much was a disaster. Now keep in mind, 2021 was a pretty intense year for me mentally. In March of 2021, um, I had an experience with my significant other that pretty much mortified me for the rest of my life. Like, I'm traumatized from this event that I will never be the same. And I witnessing what I did really put my own health into perspective. So I did, I was going through a bit of a depression from March of 2021, continuing on throughout the year, and I think from that point on, my adrenal glands just did not want to turn off. And it was a traumatizing situation for me, and I think that's what kind of kickstarted the downward spiral of my health once again. Um, and I couldn't understand the concept of everything that was going on. And by the time October came, when I went to go see the nutritionist after I passed the parasites, um, she was like, okay, we need to work on getting your adrenal glands down, because that's probably why your weight that you're trying to lose is stagnant, because your adrenal glands they're just there and they're not turning off. So I was like, okay. So this is where these guys come in. I have a slew of supplements here that I have to show you. I have a slew. But let me tell you something. I used to take all kinds of medication. Over the counter, Tylenol over the counter, Advil I had prescription. I still have my prescription vertigo medication. And allergy medication. Like, Aries or Benadryl or whatever. I used to be fully stocked. Ever since I went through this huge cleanse, I don't need all that shit anymore. I don't carry it with me. The only thing that I'll carry is my vertigo medication in case I need it, and Advil in case I happen to get a headache or someone around me gets a headache and they need something. But for the most part, I don't take this stuff like I used to. It is so damaging to your liver, especially. Your liver is your main organ that filters through everything. And I stopped it all. So now I'm on this big, look at, it's full. I'm on this big thing of supplements, and you know what? I gotta say, it is what it is, you guys. It might look like it's a pain in the ass to take. I work from home, and even if I'm on the go, I always take them with me, and they're always with me so that I can take them throughout the day. Honestly, I don't care how annoying it can be to have all these supplements. They're saving my life, and I think my life has a priceless tag on it, than opposed to worrying about, oh, I gotta carry all this shit with me. I don't give a shit. Bottom line. So with that said, I'm gonna talk to you first about my liver. My liver, I have been working on now. I have been taking supplements since November of 2020. So I was diagnosed in September of 2020 with my liver. I spent 2 months, completely doing everything from scratch, like whole foods, vegetables, fruit, minimal protein, low carb, that kind of stuff. Then November came around and I started taking some supplements. So the first two I want to show you guys, this is the CanPrev Alpha Lipoic Acid. This is my favorite. alpha lipoic acid. It's a stable alpha lipoic acid. Your tummy doesn't get bothered by it. It's got 600 milligrams of alpha lipoic acid, vitamin B1 of 20 milligrams, and biotin of 200 mcg. This stuff is by far my favorite to help with liver. And if you do your research and you do it well, alpha lipoic acid helps break down carbohydrates in your body so that it's less stressful on your liver when your liver has to process through everything. So this helps your liver big time. I love it. You can get it at your natural food store or you can get it on Amazon. Next up this is the Liver Health Milk Thistle by Weber Naturals. These are gel capsules. They're soft gels. Honestly, you guys, I love these. They're 150 milligrams each. I take 4 at a time. It says 1 to 3 gels a day, but I mean, keep in mind, I've talked to my nutritionist about all the supplements I'm taking, and she has okayed the ones that I'm taking. So, if you're thinking about, I'm going to, disclaimer this, if you're thinking about taking any of these, I suggest you talk to your doctor or your naturopath, whoever you go to for your health advice, to make sure that they think that it should be okay. I have to disclaimer that so I don't get in trouble if anything were to happen. You know what I mean? It's one of those things, you guys. Milk thistle I take every night with alpha lipoic acid. I take it before bed. This helps the liver throughout the night, kind of go through its process of cleansing and correcting itself. I kind of go from different types of milk thistle, like different brands. This one is the one I happen to be using right now. And you guys usually see my empties when I go through certain supplements and what I think of them. So far, I have had the Weber Naturals before. It's a soft gel, so I know they're easy absorption. And they're at Walmart, so they're easy access to me as well. So I do like these for that reason. The only thing I don't like about these is that you have to take 4 to get that amount of milligrams, like 500 to get, was it 500 milligrams? 150 is 3, so it's 600 milligrams, and that's how much I usually take a day for my liver. So there's other brands out there that have a higher dosage that I've tried. I just happen to have these, so I'm using them up, but they're good. I don't have a complaint about them. And when I'm done these, I will be trying something else, because I'm still on the hunt for my perfect milk thistle combo. So, with that said, I have to talk to you guys about my parasite issue. Actually, no, before we go into the parasites, let me talk about the additional that I have added into my system from November, that was in conjunction with my liver. So I started taking wheatgrass tablets. These are organic wheatgrass tablets. It's a source of antioxidants for maintenance of good health. When I started taking these, I found that my hair was growing faster and they were shinier. Sorry, you guys, I have to sneeze. And then I'm also taking spirulina tablets. These ones are the ones I'm using right now. Also an antioxidant for maintenance and good health. So I take these 2 in the morning. And then in addition to my morning supplements, I take the women's multivitamin from CanPrev because there is a lot of B vitamins in here. I take 2 of these in the morning, 2 of these in the morning, and 2 of these in the morning. So that is my morning tablet routine. Now, Also, throughout the day, I will take my ashwagandha. This will help with adrenal glands, with anxiety, with depression, uh, with memory, with focus. These are great. I love these as well. I take 1 tablet a day of these as well. Now, let's talk about my parasite infection that I had. Now, I'm filming this, what are we, Monday, January 3rd. So I've completed 2 months of parasite therapy. I'm on my 3rd month. They say it could take between 3 months to a year to naturally get rid of all the parasites and pathogens in your body, depending on how much you have or how severe it is and all that stuff. So this is what I'm taking currently for my immune system, my parasite infection, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So first off, I want to show you guys, this is the Pure Encapsulations Innate Immune Support. My nutritionist has recommended me to take this. This is my 3rd bottle. They're expensive. They're like $54 a bottle. I take 2 supplements a day. But they are gel caplets. I'll show you guys what they look like. They're gel caplets, so they're like, there's powder in them. They're easy absorption. This has done wonders for my immune system, because my immune system at the time that I had parasites was at a 0. And I was pretty surprised, because we're in the middle of a pandemic. I thought maybe I'd catch a cold or something, and I still hadn't caught anything. So I was really surprised. Instead, I caught a parasite infection, but whatever. It is what it is. So the Pure Innate Immune Support, this is great. You can get at your local supplement outlet, like your natural supplement outlet, or you can get on Amazon. Then I have a probiotic. So this is the Genestra multi-strain 50 probiotic formula for women. This is really super expensive. This is like $60 a bottle, and I personally wouldn't buy this again. This is only the first time I'm using this. The original probiotic that I was using is from Genuine Health for women. That one is amazing. It's more affordable, and it's only a 30-day supply, but I'd rather do that than 30 tablets for $60. This was really pricey. My nutritionist ordered this for me to jumpstart everything. And when I got the bottle, I said to her, I'm already on a probiotic. She goes, take these anyways and use them as your next round, and then go back to Genestra when you're done these. I mean, go back to Genuine Health when you're done the Genestra ones. So right now I'm currently on these ones. It's a probiotic. There's 50 billion cultures in each tablet, and they're doing their job, man. Like I have never felt better than after I went to go see her and got on the supplement regime. And I'll tell you guys after I'm done showing you everything that I have to show you. So in addition to that, I want to show you guys, she's got me on black walnut capsules. Black walnut is an herbal formula that is very well known to get rid of digestive disturbances and kills off the parasites. So I take these right before bed. They're like these dark greenish. They're, I don't know, gray greenish. I take 2 a day, 2 like right before bed a day, and it goes through my system as I sleep, you know. Usually I take my liver pills like after dinner, like around 6. Then I take these at around like 9, you know, just so that, you know, I space them out a bit. Now, once you kill the parasite, you want to like flush your body out. So I picked up the New Roots Fiber Ultra, rich in psyllium, it's for regularity and cleansing the bowels. So, you know, it's great that I'm using these to kill off whatever the hell is living in my intestines. but I need something to sweep them away, and this is what it does. This is what this does. For those of you who are wondering, no, this does not give me diarrhea. No, this does not give me like shit, like watery runs. You will go to the bathroom normally when you take these, but when you take these, this is basically cleansing out your colon, grabbing anything that's stuck on the sides of your colon intestines to draw them out when you go and take a poop, because you don't want anything living in your fucking intestines. You know what I mean? These are fantastic. I don't take these every night. I only take them as I need them. I don't know if you could see them in there. I take 2 when I take them. And you have to drink a shit ton of water when you take these. So I usually take them around 6 p.m., maybe 7. Drink a shit ton of water. By the next morning, I'll take a nice poop that's comfortable. And I really do feel like I've cleansed my digestive system well. So these are fantastic. Your natural food store, or I believe I got these on Amazon. There's 100 gel capsules in here, so the bottle, it lasts me a long time because I don't take them every day. Okay, so with that said, I'm going to, here, before I get into my liquid supplements, to help me at night kind of wind down a bit, because ashwagandha alone I take during the day. I use the Stress Relax GABA Fast Acting Relief. These are chewable tablets. They're 100 milligrams a tablet. I take 2, when I'm winding down for the night. These are fantastic. I get them on Amazon. You can get them at your natural food store as well. I like these because they help control my cortisol levels and my anxiety. So these 2 combined are what I'm using to help bring down my cortisol and my adrenal glands. With that said, I've also got the Genestra Calm Gen drops. This is like a Phytogen drop. I actually haven't taken this yet today, so I'll show you. So it comes in a dropper form like this. You put like 5 to 10 drops on your tongue. And that's it. It absorbs really well into your tongue. This doesn't taste that bad. It kind of tastes like maple syrup with a kick to it. That's how the best way I can describe it. But this helps for adrenal glands. This is an added level of trying to bring my adrenal glands down, because I'm at the point where when I saw her in October, my nutritionist for my parasite issue, my adrenal glands were really bad then. Then I saw her again in November. I see her once a month for follow-ups. I saw her at the end of November, just before December hit, and she's like, your adrenal glands haven't even improved. And I was like, yeah, well, no kidding. My job is a very stressful job, and at the time, I was at my busiest time of the year, and I wanted to kill everyone I saw, because I was mentally stressed out. So she added this in conjunction with everything else I was taking, and she's like, you know what? Just use these, use a few drops on your tongue every day. This is an added level to help bring your adrenal glands down. So I've been using it. Like, the bottle is halfway done. I do go see her this week in January, so I will see how my adrenal glands are doing since, but we're hoping that, it does something. Anyways, so I'm going to start talking to you guys about my liquid supplements. So these are just the pill supplements that I take. That's not all I take. I take a bunch of liquid supplements in addition to this. And the reason being is I needed that extra boost to get my adrenal glands to turn off. Keeping your adrenal glands on for too long is very, very unhealthy for you, and your body is always in overdrive, and that can cause a lot of problems, and it could cause potential further health issues like cancers and tumors and all that kind of stuff. So I am doing my damnedest to get my adrenal glands down, because that just scares the shit out of me. So, with that said, this is what I'm taking for overall health, but mainly for adrenal health as well. Vimergy is a company that does liquid vitamins. Liquid vitamins are probably your best bet for absorption, the best absorption rate. So they're not cheap. Like a bottle like this can range between $35 to $40 depending on the type of vitamin that you're requesting. And I'll tell you, I spent a pretty penny on these, but you know what? I am okay to spend that amount of money knowing it's for my health's best interest. I'd rather do that than not try and continue to suffer. Does that make sense? So I started taking licorice root in a liquid form, 1 dropperful a day. I take all my liquid supplements in the morning, just so you know. So 1 dropperful a day. Licorice will be 2 weeks on taking it, and then taking a 2-week break. And then we'll see how that goes. But they taste okay. Like, I don't have any major issues with the taste. This one has organic lemon juice in it and water, so I'm not really, like, worried about it or anything. They taste fine to me, so I just chug them down. I just take the dropper, squeeze it, and be done with it. So licorice is one that, I don't mind the taste of at all. The next one is the Vimergy nettle leaf. This one has organic lemon juice as well in it, and I find that it doesn't taste bad. Like, I can handle the taste of this. And I have, like, the jars are huge. Like, look at this jar. It's like 3.88 fluid ounces. This is huge. This should last me, I want to say, at least a couple months. We'll see. I started them right before Christmas, so I'm gonna test the theory and see how long these bottles last. I'm putting them on my nightstand because I had them in the bag and I don't need them in the bag. Then I have lemon balm. Lemon balm is a really good one for overall health in general. This one is organic glycerin and purified water. I'm not a super fan of the taste of this, but I take the first two, licorice and nettle. Then I take this one. I don't taste this one as much because I have the other tastes in my mouth. So I just, suck it up, dropper full, and be done with it. I'm already, I think, 3 weeks in. I want to say 3 weeks, and that's pretty good. Like, I've only used that amount in 3 weeks. So, we'll see how long these bottles last. I'm really interested to know how long they will last. Then I have cat's claw. This one is also, this one actually I think tastes one of the best. It's got purified water and organic lemon juice. So they mix a lot of purified water and organic lemon juice to do these liquids, and I don't have an issue with them. Like, they've never been an issue. So cat's claw is the next one. And then the last Vimergy product I have is the zinc. And the zinc is very key, especially in pandemic season or pandemic years, because zinc is what our bodies are depleted of the most, and we can't make this vitamin ourselves in our bodies. So a really good zinc supplement is definitely good for your overall health. And those, my friends, I have been using for like going on 3 weeks now. And I'm noticing a difference in general of my overall health. Like, when I first started them, I noticed that my body did a massive detox, but it wasn't like I was running to the bathroom all the time. When I had to go to the bathroom, I just noticed that my poops were more cleansing. than they usually were on a normal basis. So those natural, like those liquid vitamins are definitely a way better absorption. And then I have 3 little bottles here. They're not Vim or G. They're all different brands. I do have the Jameson D3 drops. These ones I take because now that we are in wintertime, Canada, Toronto, it sucks living in a winter-esque country because you are dealing with 5 o'clock p.m. nighttime and you get no freaking vitamin D and it's just a nightmare. So I take vitamin D3 drops. They say 1 to 2 drops for an adult, but I take 3, to be honest. Sometimes I take 4 because, like, let's be real here. I suffer from SAD, which is it's depression in the winter, and I am more depressed in the winter than I am in the summer. So I need anything that I can get my hands on to help me with that. In addition to other things that I do recreationally, like going to the tanning salon, but I'm not considering that in this video. So a few drops of this as well to keep my D3 supplement up. And then I take a vitamin B12. This is by Inotech, vitamin B12. It's a spray. You spray 5 sprays in your mouth, and the absorption is way better than eating a gummy or a tablet of some sort for this type of vitamin. So I think I have still quite a bit in here. The spray is really nice, and it tastes like berries, wild berries. So I'm like, this is pretty good. I mean, keep in mind, any supplement you're going to buy, they're going to be a little bit more on the pricier side, especially if they're good supplements. And you know what? It is an investment, you guys. And I'm not going to lie, it is a big investment. I didn't buy all of these supplements at once. It became a gradual thing. And now I'm trying to keep up with it. And you know what? I'd rather spend my money on keeping up with my supplements than spending money on stupid shit that I know I'll never use. At least I'm working on my own health, and I know that it's going to the right place. Makes sense. My last dropper supplement is the oregano oil. This is the wild oregano by New Roots. I love this. This is just a preventative oil for me. You actually can use this for parasites, but I use it also to prevent colds, like the common cold or the common flu. This is really great at fighting that off. And I'll be honest, okay? I'll be really honest. A lot of people may not believe in this shit, but until you go through it and you have to do it for yourself and you see what the difference it makes, you're gonna be like, oh my God, like, that's unreal on how well these supplements work. The last thing I want to show you is something that I do for my own mind. I don't do, I may not do it every day, but I try to remember every day. And you guys might see these in my empties too. This is the Emergency Immunity Vitamin C. Now, they're like $12 a package. They're not maybe your top of the line vitamins, but there's 1,000 mcg's in each of these. You pour it in water and you drink it. If I can give myself that additional peace of mind that I have my vitamin C covered, I'm golden, okay? And I'm one who suffers from cold sores. And anything to help prevent a cold sore, I will do. And this helps me prevent a cold sore because the vitamin C in here is so high that it really does help my immunity, my overall immunity, especially when it comes to stress. Because usually I'll get a cold sore if I'm like really stressed. And we're trying to avoid that. Another thing that I take, and I don't take it often, and I don't have it here because I don't have the bottle. I finished the bottle a while ago. is lysine. Lysine is something that I take around a cold sore, like if I'm feeling a cold sore coming on, or, you know, something like that, then I'll take lysine. And lysine is a supplement that's supposed to suppress the virus of the cold sore. So, I have to say the last time I had a cold sore was in July, and it was before I knew about my parasite infection. So I kind of feel like since I was diagnosed with my parasite infection, and we got all the things that I needed to get better, I have been feeling much better. My my face has been, pretty much back to normal. I mean, I'm breaking out a tiny bit. That's because I'm getting my period soon. But aside from my average hormonal breakouts that I happen to get when I'm around that time of the month, I have to say, like, my skin has been really, really good lately. Also, being on all of these supplements may look overwhelming to some people. For me, it doesn't. For me, I look at them and I say, this is saving my life. Um, I I have to be honest. After being on all of these supplements as well, I feel like I have more energy. My hair is growing like a weed. I used to be able to color my hair every 8 weeks. Now I have to color it every 3 or 4. That's how fast my hair is growing. Um, and overall, I'm noticing a difference in just my well, my stress levels to a point, because stress can come in different angles, uh and not just fixing it through supplements. Like, you have to fix it in other categories that is not just supplementation. And I I don't know what it is, but since I've been on this journey, I have not once had to use an Advil. I have not once had to use a Tylenol. I have not once had to use an allergy medication. Like, the year of 2021, I did not have to use any allergy medications. I was completely fine. Um, my boyfriend suffers from allergies big time, and I told him, I'm like, if you start taking your antioxidants, you will not have allergy problems. And I'm telling you, these two combined, you will not have allergy problems anymore. Start taking them now, guys. If you don't believe me, go ahead. Go start taking them now. By the time the allergy season comes, watch and see how your body has changed, and how you will not be that susceptible to pollen or to dust like you were before. Spirulina is a fantastic supplement. It helps your body in ways that I can't even describe to you. And a lot of people don't realize that if you take out your over-the-counter prescription drugs and replace them with like supplement herbs, you're doing your body a favor, because your body is not meant to have all those medications. Now, don't get me wrong. If you are a transplant patient and you rely on those medications to survive, that's totally different. I totally get that. But if you're an average person, who are just trying to fix, like, little issues here and there with your health, try it out. What are you going to lose? What could you lose? Not nothing really. It might not work, but you'd still be at square one. But most likely it could work, and you could help yourself by fixing it a more natural way. It's a controversial topic. I know. I have people who don't agree, but what are you going to do? I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's a long one. I know. I'm sorry. I really wish you guys all the best. Comment down below on any of your thoughts. Comments if you've taken any of these supplements, what you think of them. At the end of this, I just want to say I learned a lot on my own when it comes to healing. And I learned a lot from Anthony William, who is a medical medium, and he does have a few books out. So check him out in in Amazon. He has all of his books there. He's also on YouTube, so he does videos as well, and he talks about you know, the human body in general. But I've done a lot of learning in 2021 when it comes to my body and my health, and things to do to help correct it using Chinese medicine or ancient Egyptian medicine, medicine that is more um, Eastern medicine than opposed to Western medicine. I appreciate you all for watching this. Like the video. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys in my next one.